The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, grumpy old men aside, hi everyone! It's a pleasure to have the viewing audience here, as well as my lovely cast for Stained Glass, A Changeling the Dreaming Story. I am Maddox, the storyteller. I will be dragging these bitches through the various plot lines that they're inevitably going to run over. And I think we'll meet the rest of the cast here.
Hi, everyone. I am Mama McStabber, and I am playing Priscilla Rowland, who, in her Fae seeming, is known as Esmeralda. And she is an Ishu.
Junie Rainesh, I'm playing Honey Badger Swift, also known as Lady Honey Badger Swift, who happens to be a fucking red hat cat. Enjoy.
Hi, everybody. I'm one of the grumpy old men. I'm the Ravnos Archon. I'm going to be playing Oscar Holst, who goes by the name Ridari and is a troll, and not internet troll, like an actual Fae troll.
Why not both?
I'm going to butcher this name. So I'm playing Blair Wilson, whose Fae name is Astrant. Oh, I'm Mischievous Red, by the way. And Blair is a Clericon. Hey, I got
Serviceable,
it. Cool.
It works.
There we go.
Hi, I'm Unconscious Celestial, and I'm playing Eva Oakley, who is a satyr.
And, well, I can't think of any ways to stall this out much more, so I think there's only one proper way to begin something like this. Once upon a time, in the city of Denver, Colorado, there has been an odd esoteric pressure. Those who are in tune with the more occult and supernatural senses have felt a vibration, buzz, something in the air constantly for the past 2 weeks. And it's now more intense than it has ever been. Touching your tongue to a car battery is closer than a 9 volts in this case. And for my players who have any ranks in kenning, you do notice this. If you don't have any, you don't. And, okay. As we shift through the city, it is October 1st. Well into autumn. The leaves in Colorado have already become a bright spread of red, brown, orange, gold. Still a small bit of green, but it is washing out very quickly. Along with autumn comes a serious drop in temperature. The Cold is never something that will sink into your bones, but man, it loves to sting the skin. And one of those cold winds blows through to a spot in downtown, just outside the freehold of the Mountain Fortress, also known on its mortal side as the Brown Palace Hotel and Resort, or Spa. Sitting just outside, smoking a cigarette, is a very large troll woman. She is standing 7'7", still fairly short considering what some trolls are. And she simply leans against the building, standing next to another troll. Oscar, if we could get a quick description, please.
Sure. How much of the troll seeming shifts and is visible in my human persona? Is it 1-for-1, or can I become troll-like? Can I hide it?
It is naturally hidden from those who are not tied to glamour or the dreaming in some way. So regular, just run-of-the-mill people walking around are not going to notice any of the trollish features.
Perfect.
But Kithane and Chimera and the like would definitely notice instantly.
My human seeming is a 6'2", bald, bearded gentleman who has an open park ranger shirt, an undershirt of Queen's Night at the Opera, and some jeans and boots. The troll seeming, however, is about 7'8", almost 7'9". This lanky, lithe, bluish form that almost carries itself like an upright gorilla. The hands are a little too long, but they don't drag down by his knuckles. He has a countenance to him that he just finds naturally in himself. He walks upright. There is an air of honor to him, and he unfortunately has this underbite to him that forces him to really deliberately choose his words when he speaks, because he doesn't want to draw attention to the jawline.
And Lady Charlotte Apguidian, the chatelaine of the Brown Palace freehold, takes another cigarette out from behind her ear, unlit, never touched, and holds it out to you.
I bow. Take it. My lady, you are generous.
Oscar, we're not in court.
Decorum. Always.
I don't like how this feels.
It's electric.
Beyond electric. I've been struck by lightning. This isn't lightning. It's harsher. And freer. I can't describe how I know that.
Does the house have need of me? I am at your disposal.
With only a feeling and nothing else going on, there's been nothing that I have been tasked to give you or tell you. I'm stuck at the station, same as you.
Understood.
A couple people walk past the door. You guys are far enough away that you're not like smoking right next to the door as people go through, because that would be kind of rude and a bit red capish.
I am not smoking, but I am flicking the cigarette through my fingers. There's a familiarity to it that feels right, and the cigarette will stop in its traditional smoker's placement between pointer and middle finger. But I don't light it. I don't ask for a light, and I don't bring it up to my mouth.
And she offered you the cigarette, not a light in this case.
Mm-hmm. Do we have any idea what is happening?
The most I can tell is that all the chimera that are willing to talk to us about it, because some are ignoring it, is they feel antsy, would be the word.
Could it be the dragon?
I highly doubt that. He's been living on top of the train station. There's no reason for him to make any moves. He's always been cordial with us.
Could it be the horse? And I'll look in the direction of the airport.
Yeah, she follows and looks too. I don't believe so. Lucifer hasn't left the DIA in some time.
Good.
It's been quite a while since it went rampaging through the streets. And we'd know if it was coming. It's usually quite a strong red glow.
Here's the first mention of storyteller that you brought up. Do I remember the rampage that Lucifer's last ordeal sent us into?
In vague ways, the very most recent one happened about 5 years ago, and it was during a particularly rough football game. The Broncos fans got a bit heated,
As they do.
and then the Chimera drove through town. Didn't stay long, but it caused some damage nonetheless, which, of course, the news said was a freak storm. No, I think we're going to have to sit and wait for this to happen, whatever it is. I just hope that there isn't anything that we need to clean up afterwards. And as she exhales, the smoke trails off, drifting into the air, and the wind takes us. Ooh. Blair,
Hello.
where do you think you are in the city right now?
Probably more on the outs. Actually, no. We're gonna go to the convention center. And how about there's a fair of some type going on? You can decide the fair.
All right. In this case, it's Halloween season, so it's a pumpkin fair. Different farmers have brought in from local stuff. There's even some like more niche ones and various other sundry gourds. And you have arrived, I'm assuming, fairly recently into town?
Yes.
And currently you are seeing a mother, a very tired woman, escorting a small young boy around the pumpkin patch as he points at a pumpkin, then looks at another pumpkin, then points at that one. And you've just sort of seen, as you're going through this small festival, that keeps happening with this child over and over, like he can't decide.
Blair will probably, like, when the mom's not looking, kind of point out another pumpkin to him. Just to, like, further distract him.
He sees your finger pointing and then looks up at you And then his eyes go wide. It looks like he's staring more at your ears than at you.
Then
And
does the like
just-
spooky like what are you looking at?
And he like jumps back, giggles, and like grabs his mom's hand and then walks over to the pumpkin you pointed out. And oddly enough, he's not changing after that. And as you're walking, you also start feeling this buzz. Doesn't take long for anyone who arrives in Denver who is in tune to notice. And it's making everything feel off. Not like off the way like you can tell innately when a festival's about to like be shut down for some and sundry reason, or like someone's about to like wreck the mood or whatever. It feels like the energy when people have been drinking for a while. Like there's less control. Not necessarily bad, just looser.
I imagine Blair gets like a little excited about it, sees if anyone else is like reacting.
You see the odd person like rubbing the back of their neck, and some people like rubbing their arms to like calm any goosebumps down that they're getting and stuff like that. Not many of the people here are really noticing. It's like every 1 for every 100, maybe. But no, it seems to be primarily you.
Trying to think of how Blair could cause some mischief at a pumpkin festival.
There's also various kiosks that are selling food and drinks as well.
Definitely buying a drink if doesn't already have a drink in hand. Buying a second drink.
Oh yeah, there's decent beer. It's Denver. There's craft brewing and stuff.
We'll probably, for the sake of it, buy a pumpkin flavored beer.
The one you get doesn't taste half bad. And as you wander through, you do see resting on one of the larger pumpkins is a cat that has a slight shimmer to it that no one else is paying attention to. And as you get closer, you realize, oh, it's not a cat. It's a tiger the size of a house cat. And it's just lounging, its paws crossed, head rested, lazily looking at the people walking by. And then it sees
Blair will down the rest of their beer and go sit down next to it. Be like, so what are you doing here?
Just checking out the festival. Hanging. You know. What are you doing here?
Well, I was getting a drink.
Looks like you finished it.
Do you want one with me?
I can't drink autumn liquor.
Unfortunate. It's really not that bad.
I'm sure it's not. I just can't get to that side of things. You know, and he waves his paw lazily at the people. The lack of belief kind of fucks with you sometimes.
That's why you have a little fun with it. Add some belief back into things.
Hard agree. And he stands up, stretches, and pounces into the air, and then jumps off the air and continues to pounce from air to air over to the drink kiosk you were just at, where you see him walk behind the counter. And then a few seconds later, you hear from the back, "Ah, son of a bitch!" And you hear something liquid pouring onto surface. Guys, the fucking keg bust again. Fuck.
That mean free beer?
And as you say that, you see a couple like other adults who look a bit on the tired side because it is autumn. Like a couple, just dads who were dragged along. Oh, actually, that's a good point. I like what your beer, please,
Hey.
now. And you've started a small crowd just chanting free beer, as the kiosk desperately tries to stop the flow so they don't have to find a reason to like just give out free beer. And it's the chanting that gets picked up by the wind this time. Shifting over towards a bakery. And as the door swings open, I'm guessing there's a chime. Ooh. And behind the counter, Eva, would you please describe yourself?
So Eva is a chubby redhead with very wide doe eye like features. She has a very puffy sleeve kind of shirt on and a baking apron, and like flour is just like everywhere. Like you can see it in her hair and on her sleeves. It's just everywhere. But she's having the time of her life. Big grin, smiles, joking and laughing with all the customers.
And you're just now handing fairly simple order. It was just a couple loaves of bread to an older gentleman who seems to come in fairly regularly, specifically just for some loaves of bread. He seems to like the fresh baked more than the store-bought stuff. And he's about to hand you the money, and as you count it up, you see he's about $2 short of what you were hoping to get for it. He doesn't seem to have noticed, but he is short.
Is that all you have, or you're $2 short, sir?
Oh, he pats his pockets, reaches in, takes out a wallet, takes out $2 more and hands it to you. There you go.
Perfect, thank you. She wraps up
Thank
the
you.
bag and hands.
Thank you. And he turns and walks out. Sorry, quick question. Do you have any kenning ranks? And to explain for our audience, kenning is not your skill in sensing with the whereabouts of anyone named Ken. It is the supernatural sense. It is the awareness of this system.
I am Knuff.
2 dots.
2 dots. Yeah, you're definitely feeling the weird buzz. Your various and sundry roommates also, most of them have been feeling it, and they all said they had to get out for a bit, so everyone scattered to the 4 corners to try and get some stress relief because this is intense. And as you're going back into the kitchen, the actual cooking area of the bakery, there's a couple of the employees there as well. I'm assuming you don't have like a grand staff.
No, probably 1 or 2 bakers, 1 or 2 cashiers kind of deal.
Enough to keep the bakery running, but nothing crazy about it. And as you're in the back, through one of the vents, a butterfly, bluish, sort of slightly opalescent silvery wings, and it comes and lands on your shoulder. It's clearly chimera, but it seems to just be a regular, if vibrant, butterfly.
There is an area beyond the kitchen that's kind of for staff, for like private eating and stuff like that. I just kind of walk back there and just, can I help you?
Maybe. First, the important shit. Do you have any sugar water?
I do. Just 1 minute. I kind of gently place it down onto the desk.
Mhm.
Run back, grab some sugar water, come back.
And it slowly starts drinking. Although it does keep talking, doesn't seem to stop it from making speech as it's drinking. Because it's a butterfly, they can't normally talk anyways. So, all right, now for the secondary shit. You're someone on the list to contact if a court is to be called. So I'm just making the rounds.
Perfect. Thanks for letting me know.
At the Brown Palace.
Okay.
And is this your place?
Not my own. No, I rent it.
Oh. Do you like bake?
I do.
Why do you do that?
I like it. And baked foods taste good.
Huh. So, if they taste good and you like doing it, how come it's not yours?
Humans are funny. You can't just take something and make it yours.
Sounds like the humans need to run themselves a bit better. The
Well-
wings definitely flicker in a like sort of shimmy fashion.
Eva just laughs at that.
And he's slowly finishing up the sugar water. You feeling this?
Yes, I'm trying to keep busy and it's hard. Makes agitated. Like I don't know. Ugh.
Yeah, nah. There's a couple of you that aren't feeling it, and that's weirder to me.
Who do you know that's not feeling it?
Oh, just, the odd kith here and there. I'm just the messenger, so I just go where the nobles tell me. Makes it easy. It's literally all they want me to do. Go here. Go there. Go here. Go there. Go to a bakery. I like the bakery.
Well, anytime for sugar water, feel free.
Excellent. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Azul.
Eva.
Cool. I'll forget it. And then he flies back through the vent. As he flies through the vent, a couple more customers do come in, and you get swept up back into your work for a little bit longer. But you now have, at least unofficially, been summoned to court. The Sealy freehold, no less. Ooh, brilliant. And as a customer leaves, the bell chiming a little stronger with the wind, we go over to, in downtown Denver, one of the many public libraries. where a group of kids is packing up and getting ready to head out with their and sundry parents and or guardians. Would you please describe yourself for us?
Absolutely. Priscilla and her human guise appears not that different from how she appears as Faye. But she has long, black hair that is loosely curled and kind of flows as she walks. And she is about 5'6", little on the leggy side. She walks like a dancer because that's what she is. And she is beautiful, graceful, and exceptionally kind. And she really adores reading stories to these children. Today was Thumbelina.
An ever-present classic.
Yes.
And as you finish packing up and setting the stool that you normally set on off to the side, just in case other readers need to use it
And I place
later.
the book back on the shelf.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You see a mother come up. She is a bit on the shorter side, a little more on the squat end of build, but she comes up and has a beaming smile. Thank you so much for reading to my son every time that we come here. He has advanced an entire reading level since we started coming here with you reading. So thank you
That
so
is
much.
so wonderful. That is wonderful. Well, I may inspire, but you are doing the work at home with him. But it is truly my pleasure.
He started, I don't even remember what he said, but he said you told him when he's a little older, you'll start reading the really exciting books, I think he said.
Yes.
He said something about some lord with some ring.
Yes, those are definitely something I will have to coordinate with the library because those take much longer to read. So, yeah. But they are very exciting, and I think he will enjoy them. He seems to really love the fantasy.
He does gravitate towards it.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, if it has dragons, he wants to see it all. But truly, thank you. And she puts something into your hand.
And Priscilla takes it and says, well, thank you.
It's just a small bit that I baked at home. It's just some banana bread, but hopefully you'll like it.
Well, thank you. I'm sure it'll be delicious. I'll enjoy it when I get a break.
Of course. Well, you have a wonderful evening and take care, okay?
Mm-hmm. You do the same. Safe travels home.
Thank you. And she turns, grabs her son by the hand, and they start heading out of the library.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as she walks away, you can feel that buzz again.
Oh, yeah. It's like an ever-present thing for Priscilla. She has 3 dots in kenning. And, yeah, she's not liking the intensity increasing.
It is getting very hard to ignore, I will say.
Yeah. She's kind of rushing, getting her stuff put away and saying her pleasant goodbyes to the staff of the library and getting out to her Range Rover and getting the hell out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's as you're storming practically to the Range Rover that you suddenly hear, and you look down at your dear black and white goat companion.
I know, Jolly. I know. It's getting bad.
He's giving very clear body language of bad. Bitch, you talking about bad?
I know. No need to be sassy. I understand. Get in the vehicle.
He looks at you for a second and then hops in.
See if I give you treats. And then she walks around and gets in behind the driver's seat.
And he just goes, it's definitely the goat equivalent of
Yeah, I know. And she's just rolling her eyes and ignoring him.
And he sits down and just looks like he tilts his head sideways. His horns clack slightly against your window, and he just looks out the window.
And she's basically heading towards home unless she feels a pull to go anywhere else. Because home is just outside of the city and is a little less intense feeling.
Yeah, it's still present, but
it's
far
less intense.
The less dense the population seems to be. And as you get in, shut the door, you see a grasshopper resting on your steering wheel. And it stands up. Hello.
Hello.
You probably don't know me, but if you want, I'll just make it short. I have been sent to summon you to... You see the antenna twitch. Court.
Well, first introduce yourself. It's only courtesy.
Oh. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Chip.
Chip? I'm Esmeralda.
Good to meet you, Esmeralda.
Of course. So I need to come to court. Excellent. I'll head straight there.
Okay. Traffic in downtown is light right now, so you're in luck.
It's almost like I'm always in luck. And she winks at him.
Could you do me a small favor?
Perhaps.
Roll down the window so I can leave?
She rolls down the window.
Thank you! And just gets taken by the wind.
His little wings flutter out and goes.
Yep.
And
you see Jolly stare after it with genuine confusion.
Yeah, and she cuts her eyes as Jolly says, "We have to go to court. You be on your best damn behavior."
He even takes his hooves and goes like,
"Oh, don't act innocent. You know."
Just rolls his eyes with the very oddly shaped pupils and goes back to looking out the window.
And she basically scruffs his head a bit, and then she heads out.
And it's from the wind off of a Range Rover that we then drift over to a mechanic shop. It's got very standard mechanics sort of music playing from a old speaker that's maybe a bit too old to get really good sound, but the scratch just adds to the music at that point. There's a couple other mechanics working on various cars. And dear Honey Badger, would you please describe yourself?
Yeah, she's about 6'4", 6'5". Who gives a fuck about height? You know, really? As long as I turn around and slice people, it doesn't fucking matter. Purple hair, both in seeming and in mortal look. Stocky. She likes her ripped shirt. She doesn't give a shit. She's in jeans, wearing a welder's goggle mask at the moment because she's welding. More than human from White Zombies playing. Half the mechanics are all just singing the fucking song because we're all vibing at the moment. Yeah, it's a whole ass mood.
Mm-hmm. And you just finished the weld. Sit back. It looks clear. It looks good. You can easily call this car fucking fixed. There is nothing wrong with it anymore.
Tell you, fucking took me goddamn forever.
And one of the other mechanics rolls out from under the car and stands up, stretches, his overalls coated in grease.
Dude, I told you to wear something on top of that shit.
What? This is my lucky work outfit.
The lucky work outfit?
Talking about?
My dude. Exxon Valdez will come in and want to borrow some of that shit.
Well, good. Then maybe I'd get a better fucking pay around here.
Hey, watch it. The more you fucking work, the more you get fucking paid. You know the shit.
Yeah, no, but...
I can't help it. You and your girl decided to ditch me like 4 days last week. That ain't my problem. That's yours.
Hey, she was the one that sprang a trip to Cancun, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Excuse me. I think the flowers are blooming. A fuck is actually coming towards me. No, it died.
Fucking, and he just storms off into the break room. Looks like he's finished up with his car too.
This is,
It's a surprisingly lively day. How are you dealing with that ever-present buzz?
I got no cannon. I feel nothing.
What ever-present buzz? Why is everyone so fucking stressed all the time?
I don't know. They haven't killed their stress. They haven't decided to lean back and say, fuck it all. I mean, hell, Elsa got it right. So, I mean, I don't see what the problem is.
And it's with that thought that you hear behind you. You
If
turn.
you're going to make your presence, say something.
You see a man who has stepped, and I mean this in every way possible, straight out of a noir black and white film.
Okay,
Like there is no black and white lighting. He is black and white.
Okay, if you're going to start singing Michael Jackson, let me know now, because I'll do the tee. I'm not good at it, but I'll still do it. It's funny as fuck.
No, madam, that will not be necessary. I myself am not one for pop music.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you called me madam. What the fuck you want?
Lady Honey Badger Swift, you and summarily many other Kithane in the city have been summoned to the Brown Palace for court.
Why? Did somebody shit?
No, there is a rather ever-present, and you see him, like, shiver and twitch like he was brought attention to something. There's an ever-present hum of something, and most of us can feel it.
I feel shit, but are you cold? I got some blankets.
Madam, I am made of a dream. I cannot get cold.
Dude, I'm made of granite. I flake. Her skin starts to flake a little bit. Because
as you say that, he reaches out and just very politely, like, brushes off your shoulders a bit.
My dude, I charge for touching.
Apparently not very much.
Well, that's because I usually kill the shit that you're afraid of.
Feel free to kill me. I'm only Chimera.
No. I meant I kill the shit that you're afraid of that you go back to your masters for.
Masters, madam.
Sir, I'm not curtsying. Fuck you.
He does curtsy.
Oh, well, why didn't you just wear a skirt and become all, no, better yet, no. Put a fucking kilt on that. Own that dress. Come on, you can be queen.
I assume you know where to go?
I'm assuming I don't have a choice.
Splendid. They shall see you there. And he takes his hat off, but instead of taking his hat off into a bow, he just gets sucked into his hat, and then his arm gives a small thumbs up before it sucks in and vanishes entirely.
I hope you blow somewhere next. Damn. Fucking hat sucks, but doesn't do any blowing. The hell? He's got to learn some better party tricks. She just says that out loud.
And because your storyteller made a small error, I need to quickly hop back to dear Blair Wilson.
That's fine.
I realized it's cool. Blair got a little chaotic there. It's fine.
The crowd is still chanting free beer. They have patched up the keg, and the tiger is now sitting next to you with a very smug look on its face.
Wasn't that fun?
It was pretty fun.
Told you. Not so bad here.
It's a cool town. Although, it's still a bit heeby.
That just means something fun's gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe. All of us are feeling it, you know?
Oh, I feel it too.
Oh, wait, you're Kithane. I should pass that message. You're wanted at court.
Wait, is everybody wanted at court?
Everyone who is able to attend probably should.
Fuck. I need more
It was
beer
just
before.
called this morning, so don't feel bad that you haven't heard about it.
I don't want to hear. I wouldn't have wanted to hear about it. If I heard about it sooner, we would have a problem.
But yeah, should pass that along.
Thanks, I guess. But hey,
You're welcome.
whenever you want to have some more fun, just hit me up.
He holds his paw out, claws not extended, but it's clearly in the fist bump sort of way.
Fist bumps the cat.
Radic.
What's your name, by the way? Or what should I call you? I'll call you Tony. How about that?
Stereotypical. I dig it.
Okay, cool. I mean, you took too long to figure it out, so you weren't going to give me an actual name, so I'm going to give you a name. Not
I would
like
have thought of
in that
something
way.
eventually.
Well,
But yeah.
Tony, I'll see you at court. Maybe, if I end up going.
Hey, see you later, Miss. Nope, sorry, I'm getting that wrong, I can tell. See you later, Blair.
Yeah, Tony.
A name you didn't give him.
People just know things.
And he's just about to start getting up and walking away, and he turns back and says, by the way, just as someone who cares, this is probably one of the few times you are going to be safe at court.
That means there's trouble.
Well, no, that's the thing.
Not with me, but something's more important than trouble somewhere. Because I should be thankful for the distraction.
So, yeah, thanks for the name. Thanks for the accent, I guess. And I'll catch you later.
Later, Tony.
Peace. And he struts off, being a little house cat tiger. Because chimera are adaptable little shits. And with all that squared away, I believe everyone's going to start converging on the Brown Palace. Oscar. Lady Charlotte has finished her cigarette ages ago, and now she's just sort of standing there like she's holding another one, but not.
Mhm.
It's like she's trying to practice some moderation or something.
I will slide the one that she gave me before right into her hand. My lady.
Enabler, and she takes out a lighter.
I think I am.
She only takes one hit before stubbing it out on just a small piece of the brickwork, tucking it behind her ear, hidden under her very dark hair, so that it's still presentable. She adjusts her clothes, which are nothing too impressive, just a simple white tank top, faded jeans, and some combat boots. Her voile, or her chimerical clothing, is a little more extravagant, showing a proper chancellor's robe in a sort of way. But it's also minimalistic, just simple, the colors of Gwydion. And she turns, looks at you. I think it's time we head inside.
Do I need to make us a door?
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. And she walks through and then holds the front door open for you as you both walk into the lobby of the Brown Palace. Now, for those of you who do not know about the Brown Palace in downtown Denver, Colorado, it is fancy. Oh my fucking God. Like, this chronicle is called Stained Glass, but they have actual stained glass in this building, as well as a tavern, gift shop, and many lounges, bars. And there's, even in the lobby itself, there are tables set up for people to come and have tea. Something your storyteller has done in real life, in fact. And it has everything from different types of tea, finger sandwiches, like the whole 9 yards. And as she walks, she takes you down one hallway, turns right, turns left. It's definitely going off the beaten path a little bit in terms of where you are. And there is a door that says service entrance. But that's not what the door is to any and all kith or the enchanted few mortals. This door on the chimerical side is carved and partially grown with 2 trees standing on either side, the branches reaching up towards the ceiling just a little. And as she reaches out to turn it, you both enter into the freehold proper, which is a large hall. And towards the back half of the room, there is a throne. Nothing extravagant. It is still wood, but it is very well carved wood, depicting everything from ancient stories to modern accomplishments of House Gwydion. And there is several she standing about, different and sundry nobles. A couple other commoners are sitting off on benches off on the sides. It seems like people are still filtering in. The Duke, however, is not present. At least he's not in the room, as it were. And there are passageways and doors that lead off to other spaces because freeholds tell physics to shove it.
I'll walk her to her usual seat.
She actually has a small desk set up as well. She's often stated that she likes to be approachable, as she is the one who runs the freehold's day-to-day operations, and she's the seneschal of Denver. So she is also technically in charge when the Duke's not.
I'll lean down. Should I stay with you, lady, or should I take my place among the others?
At this point, I believe it to be appropriate either way, so I leave it up to your discretion.
Then stand guard, as always. And I will take my full height and just stand like a stork knight behind her.
And the first to arrive is definitely Priscilla, because you were already in downtown.
Yeah.
So you arrive at the Brown Palace, go through the lobby. People don't give you too much attention. People come in and out of the hotel a lot. And you make your way to the hidden service entrance and enter through the doors. And by the time you arrive, it's a little more full. There's definitely a lot more people sitting around in small groups discussing. She predominantly are speaking mainly to themselves.
Of course they are.
There's always those who will be outgoing and talk to a lot of different people, but this is a Gwydion duchy. There's a certain divide between commoners and nobility, just a little bit.
There sure is. Yeah. So, as she walks through, everyone in this room can see her in her Fae seeming. And she's a little bit taller. She's about 5'9". Exceptionally graceful and beautiful. Her hair is even longer. It is down to her hips. And it seems to just flow of its own accord. She is Caucasian, but has a slight exotic flair to her appearance. She is draped in rich purple velvet, like a duster that is richly embroidered in multiple colors. And she has a striking emerald necklace around her neck. And they can see the goat is with her.
And he walks in like this.
Yeah, like he is hot shit. Yes.
Like he's one of the nobles.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And she just finds a seat anywhere, wherever her feet take her.
There's various benches that are set up along the walls. They try to keep the main area free so people can stand and talk and discuss and whatever.
She will just find herself a comfortable place to sit.
And as you sit, you look up to see the rather impressive marble work on the inside.
Mhm.
It is very much, as you enter, carvings of wood and more natural materials, and then it's more harvested materials, big marble columns, for example, a pristine, glorious floor where the mortar between the tiles looks more gold than just mortar. It is an impressive fortress, which is exactly what this freehold was,
Absolutely.
even back in the early days of Denver being established for Kithane.
Esmeralda knows the history her grandfather told her.
Mm-hmm. And you see someone waving to you from a couple benches over.
Is it my boggin friend?
It is very much Doris Walker, an old woman with a bun pulled up comfortably, but not like
Mhm.
restrictively. She has an apron on that she always seems to forget to take off. She has a floral print dress and some very comfortable looking shoes and a cane that is leaning against the bench next to her. And she just,
And Esmeralda waves back, and she kind of leans down to Jolly and says, "Let's go see our grandmother friend."
ooh, and he trots over.
And we go see her. And we go and sit beside her, and Esmeralda's like, "How are you? How are you?"
I'm well. It's I find myself really distracted lately.
Same.
I hope whatever they're calling us here for is about this, because it's building. You can tell that, right?
Absolutely. And poor Jolly is really affected by it.
You see him just look and go, "Mm."
And she's just scruffing him between the
She-
horns.
She quickly like reaches into her apron. There's like a pocket,
Mhm.
and you hear like some plastic rustling, and then she pulls out a cookie and just feeds it to him.
Of course.
Scotchy?
Certainly.
And she hands you one.
Mm-hmm. And
I got the
Esmeralda takes-
butterscotch
Mhm.
chips made fresh from a candy store.
Oh, amazing. And she takes a bite, and it is delicious.
Don't worry, I can probably have some more of that cake I know you like later.
Oh, good.
Also, if you could bring me any compost.
I will see what I can do.
Okay.
I will see what I can do.
And it's at this point in the conversation that Lady Honey Badger Swift enters.
Yeah, well, she stopped by the snacks because fuck it, I'm hungry. And so she's got some kind of beer, probably some kind of no pumpkin shit. Some kind of honest lager that's for some kind of Oktoberfest shit. Nacho cheese. Yeah, they're my cheese, not yours. And she'll just go find a seat, sit down, put her feet up, put this like kind of like on her stomach a little bit, and just start eating, going, I'm here.
And as you entered, you felt many eyes latch onto you and watch you sit down, and no one's approaching you.
As they should. This is appropriate. She'll just kind of look around and go,
You are unique in a couple ways among red caps. So not many people seem to know how to approach you.
look, you want to say something to me? Come on over. If you're bold enough to say it to my face, we're good.
And you see someone plunk down next to you.
So,
And it's a knocker man. His hair very white and spiked up. Not with gel or anything, it's just that's his hair.
all for a fist
And-
bump. What's up, yo?
I'm all right. You know what this is called about?
The fuck do I know? You want some?
Sure.
Cool.
And he reaches his fingers out, and a knocker's fingers are not exactly the most pleasant things to look at. They're very knobby, and their articulation is a little uncanny with just how spindly their fingers seem to get.
That's fair. I
It's-
mean, I'm not nice to look at. I don't give a shit.
It's the goblin heritage leaking through them in that case.
There are no goblins. There are no goblins in Ba Sing Se.
And he very politely eats the chip. You see him check his watch, which has several wires and like nodes on it that no watch would have or should have.
Dude, if you're arranging to blow this thing up, let me know so I can at least run.
I'm not gonna blow up the freehold. Do you take me for an idiot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fourth dimensional role playing, huh? Welcome to the real world.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Jill reached down, grab her bag. Here, got some tools that you wanted.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. All right. Good.
When are you stopping by again?
I got some projects at the Best Inn right now, so I'm not able to leave as much.
First Celestial and or first Core, and now I can't hear. What the fuck?
Thank you all,
Motherfucking
folks, for
cracker.
being patient with our tech
My
issues.
my thing just killed out.
Ooh.
This may be a changeling game, but the La Sombra seem to be walking through a lot.
I mean, I think it's Fey mischief. Let's be honest.
Let's be
Yeah,
real.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm just wishing it wasn't.
We're just having
Some-
bunks happen constantly, okay?
Yep. Somebody has Wayfair and prop.
Gremlin sons of bitches. Oh, say that again, Junie?
You
It's
have
I get my shing.
there you are.
Yeah, I'm here. It's just my computer said, "Fuck you! You ain't doing this live." You're Memorex, and you are now a memory.
The potato strikes back.
Sorry, folks. Just because we are streaming does not mean we actually have dots in computer.
You're not wrong.
But no, he's looking at his watch, and you can see that it's spinning, and it's not lined up with time. It's just both needles are spinning like they're off of each other and just spinning around constantly on his watch.
Okay, if you're constantly doing the time within the dreaming versus this, you're gonna get your head fucked up, my man.
Oh, it doesn't measure time.
It's me being sarcastic and trying to say, "What the fuck is that shit?"
God, all right, chill out, you frickin' garbage can.
Listen here, you listen here, you home slit I can eat in like 2 seconds. You're a snack.
Oh yeah, eat a knocker. That's always smart for a fucking red cap.
Of course it is, but don't try and reorganize the organs. Do you know how what happened the last time I ate a knocker?
Yeah, you were stuck on the pot for like a day and a half.
Yeah,
like
you
every
guys were
frickin' red cap.
You're fucking greasy as shit, my man.
No, it's because we're spicy, like Mexican food.
Oh no, you ain't spicy. But I'd have to put a lot of ghost peppers on you and some habanero sauce. Don't shake your
No.
head at me. You know it's true.
All right, look. It
What?
measures fucking glamour.
Oh, well, why is it going off the deep end?
I don't know. I didn't build it to read this.
But you're
It's
the
not supposed to
fucking
do that.
doctor that knows that.
It's supposed to tick to the specific number that is the volume of glamour in an area.
Well, you're in a fucking freehold, so glamour abound.
No, that's the
What's-
thing. I tuned it so that freeholds were exempt.
Yeah, well, did you not forget about your fucking fatal flaw, my man?
He flicks you on the nose.
You whore! Thump.
I'm not even going to have you roll. You get him right in the stomach. Actually, solar
Listen
plexus.
Yeah, flick me on the nose again, my man. Give me that look. Give me
He
that
grimaces,
look.
his tiny, sharp knocker teeth just barely showing. Knockers don't smile much, so most people don't see their teeth.
This is true.
And it's at this blow to the stomach that
And ego.
that both a satyr and a cluricon arrive simultaneously. Blair will say you get into the freehold just ahead of Eva.
Does anything happen when Blair walks in?
A couple people look over, and then there's one who's definitely looking over.
Blink of an eye.
He has his eye on you, so you can't.
I know.
There is a glare the moment Blair walks in.
Blair will immediately walk over to you.
And you see Lady Charlotte sitting at her desk just filling out a couple forms. She seems to be paying attention, but not looking up.
I'm guessing Blair never got your name.
No, just Ranger is enough.
Blair will give you like a big hug, like bear hug, pat in the shoulders. How you doing, buddy?
You are lucky we are in the freehold.
Oh, you know you love me.
There's no place for your tent around here.
It's a little stuffy here anyway. I prefer the great outdoors. Your lake's really nice.
It is.
I take care of it.
I believe there are seats over there. And without removing my eyes from Blair, I'm just going to point in the direction and hope that there are empty seats over there.
Are there are these like benches or are they chairs?
They're wooden benches. There's room for...
Blair's going to make room.
Multiple people. Real quick, though, I'm curious about something. He says there are seats over there, and he points over to a gaggle of 3 she-women gossiping on a bench. There's not a goddamn seat there.
Oh, God.
The dice came up 1. Sorry, no seats available.
I'm okay with that.
We're all okay with that. Go make a scene.
Do you know what this is about?
No. Do you?
No, that's why I asked.
And Lady Charlotte looks up from the parchment she is currently reading. It has an emergency. It is an emergency that we are doing our best to approach with caution. I'm sure the Duke will explain everything once everyone has gathered.
Fingers crossed, I guess. Hopefully nothing happens in the meantime. And then Blair gives like a wink at Oscar.
You're here, so trouble can't be far behind.
Damn, sorry. This is more whimsical than I thought it would be. It threw me off. Eva, you see, sitting on a bench alone at the moment, just with a few like small bits of like charcuterie, so cheese and meat and stuff on a plate, is Calix, the satyr who is he's not with any other satyrs as far as you know. He just lives on his own. And he's always sort of seen as the, holding it together sort of guy. But he's here in a very dusty old hoodie and jeans that definitely should maybe be considered to throw away at some point. And just a simple pair of sandals that are set off to the side that he's not wearing because sandals on hooves is a bitch to make look real. But he notices and nods at you like, hey, and he nods to the spot next to his bench if you want to go talk to him, or you can flip him off and go the other way. It's all good.
So I did want to say when Eva comes in, she is in her Fae form. She's still, chubby redhead, cute button nose, freckles, but she has big, curved black horns, and her eyes are even more doe-like, like the iris and the pupil are just big. And she's wearing, again, still a fluffy shirt, but it's dark green, and she's in a lot more earthy tone colors rather than a bright pink dress kind of thing. But yeah, she heads right over to Calix.
He holds out his plate that still has like a few slices of cheese and one slice of salami left. Want some?
I'm okay, thank you. I ate already before coming.
Okay. And he just wraps the salami around the 2 pieces of cheese and then throws it back and then sets his plate aside. Whew. So how's the bakery?
It's good. Yeah, trying to get busy. You know, I don't know if you've felt that feel, but
I mean, I'm not the most in tune, but holy fuck, you'd have to be blind.
Yeah, so, just trying to keep busy. Yeah, how's the shop?
It is a shop. I haven't had customers in about 4 days now. It's not doing too great.
Do you have any cards? I can put some up at the bakery.
Oh, yeah. They're in my car.
That's okay. Later then.
Thanks. Yeah, no, this is... They usually don't call court this suddenly.
No, and it's definitely not a party.
No. And also, have you seen Duke Gillian anywhere? Because I haven't.
Not yet. I just got here, but not yet, no.
Nah, something's.
Yeah, something all right.
Could I please get from whoever feels that they would make this roll some perception and alertness?
Absolutely.
Oh, you got it, my man.
Yes. Because I think after the initial little conversation with her boggin friend is over, Esmeralda is going to be literally watching the whole room.
Hey, ST.
What, you hang around a boggin and then suddenly you want to do boggin-like things? Damn. Yes, my
Funny
dear
how
troll
that
man.
rubs
How can I
off.
help you?
Would my small changes specialty count?
Absolutely.
And would my
Thank you.
detail-oriented specialty count?
Absolutely. I kind of feel those are the same specialty with different names, but sure.
How dare you, sir? I'm a troll. What is the difficulty?
That standard difficulty is 6.
Perfect.
Blair's also looking because they're keeping an eye out for certain people.
Absolutely.
Honey Badger's checking is seeing if anyone's going to take up the dare to sit next to her or talk to her. So I got a 4.
Led had to walk away. He went to go talk to a couple other knockers. And they keep mainly it's a bunch of knockers standing in a small gaggle just pointing at a watch.
Refresh
That's
my
okay.
memory. And WAD 20 in this system with using a specialty tends explode, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
I got 5 successes.
Storyteller.
Arf.
In this system, since it's different, one of my special abilities is that I cannot botch athletics and alertness rolls.
Correct.
Does that mean that ones don't count, or does that mean that I cannot?
Mechanically, you can never get as bad as a failure.
Okay, so it's not that I
Botches
ignore ones;
Is
it's just
uber
that
failure.
they
in
still
this case.
remove successes.
Yes. They still remove successes, but they do not count for an actual botch.
Botch. Okay, all right. I'll take that, I guess. Then with my explosions, I got 6 successes.
Nice.
All right.
We rocking and rolling with keeping aware.
Would have been 7, but I had a 1.
Yeah.
So we got 5, 4, 6.
I forgot one's removed.
Oh, so
0.
0. Do you have any dice after that aren't ones, but just
Yeah.
regular
I've
numbers?
got 2 successes and 2 ones,
Okay.
so it's not like a botch.
You did not botch. Gotcha.
Yeah. No
no.
botch. No botch.
And then Eva, are you rolling as well, or are you gonna sit this one out?
No, I rolled. I only got a 1 though.
Okay. Then oddly enough, everyone but our dear satyr, who is busy talking to a satyr who is trying very hard to keep it together.
Our satyr's doing satyr things.
You all notice two people glancing specifically between all of you. It is a she-man with long, dark black hair, raven black hair, probably reaches, you'd guess, just down to his ass. It's very long hair. He's on the paler side. His eyes, from here, you can maybe see are a sort of soft blue. He's very sculpted, like every she. But he is standing next to a man who's in maybe his early to mid-30s. He's a simple black suit, white shirt, black tie. He looks very official. No security guard, anything like that, though. But he has a very wide smile and big floppy ears as you see a pit bull puka standing next to this she. And the both of them are looking, Priscilla, Honey, Oscar, Blair, Eva, and just cycling around, making sure to look at you all at some point.
Literally, when the she looks at Priscilla, she just stares at him.
She hits the fan. Let me tell you what.
He acknowledges that you have noticed him. He gives an indication, but still keeps just looking.
I'm gonna look down at Blair every time that he looks at me, just to see if it's maybe because of her.
There are times where he looks at Blair before you and vice versa. It doesn't seem to be a cause and effect in this case.
I want to try to give him the impression that I'm not with Blair. I'm gonna lean down to Lady Charlotte and stuff. I'm just gonna be like,
if Blair notices you do this, Blair will just reach out an arm.
Yeah.
Bench behind you.
I'm assuming that Oscar's trying to be subtle, but he's not subtle.
He's a troll.
I was about to say, what's your manipulation?
We don't know her here, okay?
Manipulation, never met her.
That's human average, okay?
Fuck.
He left that in his Lasombra pants.
If it helps, the noble does not seem to change expression in the slightest from any antics unfolding in his viewpoint.
And he's just whatever. If he wants to take a picture, he takes a picture. Fuck it.
Yeah. Every time I'm just gonna look down at Blair, look over at Charlotte.
And Esmeralda's gonna lean over to her friend and be like, "Who is that?"
And Doris leans forward a little bit. Do you mean the black-haired one or the brown-haired one?
Both.
The black-haired one I know. That's Lord Vincent, I believe his name is.
Lord Vincent.
Appomain.
Okay.
He's a member of the Dark Stars.
Yes. The other one, that's a pit bull puka?
Apparently so.
That's what it looks like to me.
He's got the smile for a pit bull.
Exactly. Not very warm and welcoming for certain.
Just means you gotta talk to him carefully. And not let him into any kitchens. Piskies are fine. They just steal shit, but...
Yeah.
But Puka will actively set your stand mixer so that it sprays flour as soon as you enter the room.
Yeah, they'll sabotage you. Yeah.
You also have noticed that Doris is doing what that she is doing, but for everyone.
Yeah. Oh, of course she is. Of course she is. And literally, you see Esmeralda kind of doing like she is. She's adapting to her associates kind of thing.
and you hear her, she's not pointing it out purposefully, but
she
just
makes
sort of
little mental notes out loud.
She's muttering unsatisfied in their marriage. And
literally, Esmeralda's getting all the fucking
she's literally just picking apart the interpersonal relationships in the crowd because fucking Boggins can do that shit. It's a miracle. So she's only half answering your question. She is
Oh, that's
paying
fine.
attention, but she's in the zone.
Yeah, she's in the zone and she's like analyzing the people and literally Esmeralda is just paying attention because one thing, if you're a storyteller, you have to know how to listen.
Damn right.
Yeah. So because you got to hear the stories as they develop. But yeah, and so basically she's getting all the little intel on everybody and she's making little mental notes on all these individuals.
Oscar with 6 successes, because it's a monumental success. Jesus Christ. You also notice that there is a commoner staring at only one of the group. In this case, Blair.
Do I know the commoner?
Not personally. It's a pisky woman, so she is... Well, okay, the group she is around right now is Kith, so she just looks like a pisky. But a pisky with sort of wavy blonde hair. She looks, well, not reserved, because pisky aren't, but she, as reserved as a pisky can. She's sitting still. She has a simple white sundress on with a cute little hat. Maybe a little too small for her, but she seems to make it work. And she is just staring at Blair.
I'm just going to look down.
And she's doing a very good job of hiding it.
Someone else you've annoyed recently? And I'm just going to nudge with my chin over at the sundress.
Does Blair recognize her?
In a cursory sense, she's also unseelie. But you haven't met this woman.
I think we're friends.
Oh, good. More of you.
And then you see her, notice that you look over and she stops looking.
Oh. What a turn of events.
Scared her off, big guy.
I have that effect on everyone else, it seems.
Don't worry, spend some more time with me. We'll get people like you just fine. And Blair will pat him on the back.
Looking forward to it.
Back near the right side, or if you're facing the same direction as the throne, the left side of the room, a door opens. And in walks in several she, followed by 2 lions, as Chimera, of course. The lions post up on either side of the throne, and the Duke Killian ap Gwydion enters. He is a rather tall man, standing at exactly 6 feet. He has short but well-maintained strawberry blonde hair. His eyes are a simple but very well-defined brown, and his skin slightly has a golden shimmer depending on how the light hits him. And he strides in wearing, it's modernized court attire, but it is still a very long coat, silver cuffs on the coat, fine fabric, and very well maintained. It is extravagance personified. And he goes and sits in the throne, and everyone sees him actually, she can never look embarrassing or awkward, but it's as close as you guys have probably ever seen a she get as he takes a breath. Thank you all for coming at such short notice. I know this is unprecedented and has probably interrupted many of your evenings. For those of you who cannot sense what is going on, there has been an underlying pressure throughout the city, and as far as my scouts have been able to ascertain, outside the city as well. We're not sure how far the feeling reaches, but it is growing in intensity, and we feel that something is coming. We are not sure what. We are working to determine what it might be. After court, if any of you have any information, I would humbly ask you to bring it forward so that we have more to work with. We're still waiting on a few more of House Gwydion to arrive, and then we will get court. And he doesn't get to finish his sentence, as everything goes from that tingle and buzz to nothing. It just stops. And for a full second, nothing happens. If you all would please roll stamina kenning. You want to fail.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, being I only got 3 dice. Oh, that's fine. Because ain't got no cannon.
Oh, well, that must be nice for you.
It is.
I have 3 kenning.
Oh, well, it sucks to be you now,
Difficulty
isn't it?
is 6.
Difficulty is 6.
I have 3 successes.
Oof.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have a
Next
pool of
up.
5 for that.
I have a pool
I
of
got it.
6, and I got 1 success. So I'm like,
I have a simple failure.
Oh, shit.
And
Okay.
I am glad 10s don't explode because I got 2 10s and the rest is garbage.
Oh, shit.
But that would have worried
All
me.
right. Well, luckily, the effect happens with 1 success or more. Oh, wait. Did I say luckily? Sorry.
Fuck.
Everyone gain 1 permanent dot to increase your glamour
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
as glamour explodes from everything. It suffuses the walls, the chimera. Some of the chimeras start mutating. You see a butterfly shift, twist in the air, and is suddenly a floating cube that's jumping around. There is the marble changes color, goes to porcelain, glass, plastic, and back to marble. The freehold is now vibrating physically for all of you for a few moments. And everyone is suffused with this energy. The Duke was standing up and he fell back into his throne and is like clutching his chest, like, and everyone is feeling it as everyone has just gotten this boost in glamour.
I am literally picking up Jolly and running out of the room.
Which fucking
And-
knacker plugged us into the Xbox?
And as you grab Jolly, you see he's fairly normal. But have you ever spun a kaleidoscope very fast?
Yes.
That's more what his eyes look like right now than regular
Yes.
goat eyes.
And she picks
And
him up
he-
and
and you
runs.
hear as he's running, you just hear, "Whoa!"
And
he's
she's
surfing
like,
the Matrix.
yeah, tell me about it. And she's like hitting the fucking door. She's like, fuck this nonsense. I gotta protect my goat.
But go before y'all, bitches.
And everything is shining, shimmering. You all feel great, if a little concerning at the same time.
I'm
And
not drunk enough for this.
And finally, you see Lady Charlotte stand. She always was able to recover from things fast. Everyone, please. Firstly, is everyone okay? And there's no decorum right now. There's just a mix of fuck no, holy shit, what the just
And an Ishu running with a chimerical goat in her arms towards the
Uh-huh.
door.
I'm fucking fabulous, bitch. What's up with you?
Bloody amazing.
yeah, just the cacophony is endless. Like, no shit, Chatelaine. What the fuck do you think we're dealing with right now?
And she
No
literally,
fucking clue, man. What is it?
Esmeralda literally must, I don't answer stupid questions.
And suddenly, everything evens out. The Chimera is still kind of going a bit wild. There's people like trying to calm them down. Not easy. But the mutations are stopping. The change is stopping. Everything is starting to plateau. And the Duke stands up. Court's dismissed. I think we all are going to take some time and adjust. I will have scouts, and he looks up towards what used to be a butterfly and is now a weird floating white cube. I'll have scouts send messages when I can. And he stumbles, like this glamour overtook him a little bit back into the door that he left.
Yeah, man can't hold his glamour. That's just a bad sign.
And Lady Charlotte then continues, the Duke is correct. Please, if anything comes of this, please report to me as soon as you can. I don't care if you find out when I'm dead asleep at my actual home. Find me and tell me, please. And she stands up and goes through a different door, the door opposite to where the Duke left.
At least I got free
And-
nachos.
And then people start leaving. There's luckily a couple exits out of the freehold, so you all aren't just, it's not a whole swath of Cathane just filtering out of the lobby of the Brown Palace, but people are definitely like, I need to get out of here and go somewhere else.
I'm going to look down to see if Blair's still there.
Blair, are you still there?
Blair's probably stood up and just like stretching, but like not like panicked.
Okay.
Oh, you're still here.
I mean, I didn't cause that. Which I'm sure you'd like to think. I wish I was that powerful. Can you imagine what I would do?
It's just that I saw some of the Chimera changing and figured maybe you'd become responsible.
All of your eyes have a slight glow to them right now. Like every Cathane in the room.
You got something going on right here.
You have something going on right there.
I mean, yeah. Fun fact, Blair also has changeling eyes. So
Oh, so
doubly right.
your eyes are wild and magic-y even to regular people.
Yeah. What do you mean by be responsible?
Just was hoping you'd change.
Oh. What would I have changed into? What would be the best bet?
The camel with wings, maybe?
Let me read something really quick.
Oh.
I gotta check something.
Of course.
So for so Blair gonna use fighting words to try and get Oscar to hit the lady.
Oh, to try and get him to hit Lady Charlotte?
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, can you read off that ability for me?
Yeah, sure. So after only a few moments, a cleric can get a reading on a person or group, knowing exactly what to say to provoke a fight. Cleric view fighting as an icebreaker and form rough hand tumbling bonding. Can prod anyone into throwing the first punch when the target can resist their willpower roll difficulty 8. This birthright can be used to incite a fight between the clerictron and the target, or between the target and another person.
Okay, so you don't have to make a roll.
No.
Okay. Oscar, what could someone say that would provoke you into punching
I have an idea.
the Lady Oh, please.
So I imagine that Blair stands between them and then he'll like gets Oscar riled up and then like steps out of the way as the punch is coming.
Intriguing.
You also know that because this is literally how the birthright works, you know that making fun of thinking and memory would probably get him to react in some way.
Let's be honest, big guy. Do you even know what I really looked like to begin with, or did you forget when you looked away?
And Oscar, are you going to willpower and resist?
I'm going to. I'm in a freehold of my house. I need to be a representative.
You need to not
God.
strike another member of your house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, in the moment of panic, as Oscar is like going to punch this person, Blair, so like as like the moment of panic where like Oscar's just like looking at the lady, Blair, blink of an eye, get out of there.
Seven dice for this. I got 1 9 and 1 1. So no successes.
Yeah, you're swinging a fist at the dear lady. So if you would please roll damage. She was not expecting anyone to punch her.
Yeah. Straight strength.
I
so
almost hate
sorry.
that
I thought you
Esmeralda
were-
isn't here to witness that story develop.
Oh,
You chose the goat. You chose the goat.
Just to go.
you've made it to the door, but there is a choke of other people
Oh,
in front of you.
shit. Okay,
Because-
so immediately it's like she
'cause-
turns around because she hears Ace or
You-
Blair
You've
mouthing
heard
off.
You've heard that there are other exits to this place. You don't know where they are.
I don't know where they are. I haven't been here enough.
I'm so sorry.
The nobles all managed, except for like a handful, the nobles all managed to clear out first.
Of course they
So it's-
did, because they're
so it's
assholes like that.
So it's mainly just the commoners. A couple people you saw just like vanish just in front of you because arts can do some serious escape shit when they need to. So some of them are just straight up gone, but people that don't have such travel options are just, they're not like clamoring, but they're definitely like, come on, let's move. Come on, go. Like it's still hectic, just not Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she immediately hears Blair mouthing off, and she knows because she's been observant and knew Blair was around the troll. I was like, fuck, this is going to be good.
Oscar, how much damage you dealing here?
Luckily, I rolled a 1, 2, a 3, and a 7. So I think it's just a surprise of my skin coming in contact with her skin.
Okay.
And immediately I just dropped to a knee. My lady, I apologize for my lack of decorum.
She's sort of staring half like shocked, half blank, and she like looks at the shoulder that you hit. There's not a single mark. She is also a troll. There's not a mark.
Just head down.
And seeing all this, the asshole's trying to plug everything up. The asshole was being an asshole to the other asshole. Bully browbeat.
Gonna tell everyone, get in line, bitches.
Red caps are so frightening, they can intimidate anything from a mortal to an unenchanted supernatural being to imaginary and chimerical creatures. The difficulty of all imitation rolls are reduced by 2, and they can never botch an intimidation roll.
What is your goal with this intimidation?
To yell at everyone to stop being assholes.
Oh, so rank and file motherfuckers, let's square up.
Be nice,
Okay.
let everyone get out, and the 2 dicks down there having the word match, stop being dicks.
Please roll.
That's a 4. And being that your average is a 6, and you're dropping it down to 4, that's a 4 success.
Have you all ever seen a panicked crowd fall into military precision? Because that's what happens. A bunch of people are now very sweaty, and the room may smell a bit more sour for a couple. But
It's
they're
just a
all
stepping
now
assholes.
in single file, politely. They are so polite now, just letting each other through the door. After you, no, after you. I insist. And also doing their best not to engage the red cap directly.
She'll notice Esmeralda and go on, Sweet Lips, go with your goat.
I'm trying.
No, really. See how the open berth is? Please, by all means.
And so
Exit.
Esmeralda walks right through the door with the goat in her arms because she got really spooked by what it was doing to the chimera.
And then she just kind of stands
His
in
eyes
front
are
of the
still
door going,
kaleidoscoping.
Yeah.
Be nice, everyone. Come on, move it.
And they're like, yes, Lady Scatha. Of course, Lady Scatha. Thank you, Lady Scatha. It's like they are so chill all of a sudden. And it's totally not because they're scared for their fucking life. And as you all make your way out onto the street in downtown Denver, I think we'll take a break.
Awesome.
Come and join us for the next half, everyone.
Hooch.
Banana.
Fucking interrupting my welcome back.
Sideways.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Gotta be quick with it. Gotta be quick with it.
Damn straight.
Just a little bit bad.
In the first bit of this episode, we were introduced to a wonderful gaggle of Kithane who all are totally normal and nothing is weird about any of them. And a small little thing occurred where they were drowned in glamour, essentially. And it didn't feel like where you all were was the center point. It felt like you just got hit by the shockwave. And even as our Kithane step outside, the city is enchanted. Everything has a bit of glamour to it right now. You see some humans even looking around like, what the fuck? Like they're enchanted and can see.
Fucking Oprah, man. Fucking Oprah.
Okay, does my serendipity kick in about now to tell me where the fuck to go? Because right now I'm kind of panicking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
It is telling you where to go. Left, no, up, right, north. Every direction is someplace you need to go right now. That's what you're feeling. No matter what direction you go, you're going the right way.
literally, you see the issue, like trying to process.
And for those who don't know, Ishu cannot be lost by mundane means, and even magical, it literally takes a blink and they reorient back to the way they need to go.
So she's like blinking over and over, trying to reorient herself.
And it keeps pushing you in so many directions. Some you know physically you can't travel up and to the left.
Right.
But it's telling you that's an option.
And she's just standing there with a fucking magical goat in her hand, just freaking the fuck out. Quietly.
He actually does start to squirm in your hands a bit.
Okay, she puts him down, and then she still says...
And he looks up at you, and you see that his eyes have stopped kaleidoscoping. They're back to what they were before.
Well, I'm glad yours are working, but now my stuff isn't working.
Huh?
I have no idea where to go.
Huh. And he looks down the street, looks down the other. And it's about this time, with the issue having an existential crisis, that you will see that you're the only Kith left outside the Brown Palace. Everyone else is walking or has left.
Blair, seeing Priscilla kind of like being off, will like go up to her, like wave their hand in front of her face.
And literally, Priscilla grabs Blair's hand as, I don't know where to go.
It's okay.
No.
Wait, do I know you?
Yeah, we met at that festival. I recognize you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Not as good as I was that night. I don't know where to go.
You need
Just
to
hit
go
your
somewhere?
noggin a couple fucking times.
By the way, an issue saying I don't know where to go is a giant red flag for all of you. They never don't know where to go. And suddenly one of the paths sticks out as a little more important. And you don't even have to move. As a limousine turns the corner, drives, and stops right in front of you all.
That's where I need to go. And she steps towards the limousine.
Stepping out of the driver's seat is a pit bull puka.
Of course.
And he walks over, opens the door. Would you all please come with me?
Esmeralda's already getting in the car.
Who the fuck are you?
Not the person you should be asking about at the moment.
Well, you're telling me to go somewhere I don't need to go. I need to go back to my store. What you going?
To meet with my employer.
Oh, okay. So you're not going to be pitbull and rapping or anything, are you?
That's racist.
No, you're a pitbull. Or are you doing the MIB thing?
He just reaches in and takes out 5 black business cards and just holds them out for everyone to take one if they want.
Oh, she totally takes one because why not?
It is double layered, both real and chimerical. On the real side, sorry, I need to make sure I have this right.
I'm assuming that I'm not involved in any of this.
The man just looks and holds one of the business cards out to you.
With her, and I point at Blair.
He punctuates the statement by holding one for you and one for Blair.
Blair takes both of them and shoves one into Oscar's hand.
This cannot get any worse.
What's wrong
Don't
with you,
be
Twinkle
rude.
Toes? Get in.
And you all see that on the business card, on the real side, it says S&G Law Firm.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Has phone number, email, fax number. On the chimerical side, it says Lord Vincent at Beaumain,
Fuck.
the one who was staring at you all. And once you all have the business card, aside from Priscilla, who is already in the vehicle, he then gestures into the back of the limousine.
Gosh, don't be rude. First you punch someone and now you're disrespecting a lord? Blair scoots into the car.
Come on, Twinkle Toes. It'll be fun.
When I get in, it looks like I'm trying to adjust for a height that isn't human.
It's a little tight for you, but you still fit. It's somewhat accommodating.
And I'm going to scooch into a far corner.
Honey, we'll wait for Eva.
I was gonna say Eva was waiting for everybody else, but
As you get in, the puka just nods and
before as Eva's getting in, Habit kind of ducks down and tilts even though there's none there, just
you gotta accommodate your horns, whether other people can see them or not.
Honey will go in and adjust herself, just kind of getting right in the middle and squishing
And you all do see a bucket of iced and chilled champagne there as well, with glasses. And the pit bull looks in. Thank you so much. We shall be on our way in just a few minutes. And he gets in, rushes over, gets in the driver's seat, and immediately starts taking off.
Blair pours everyone a glass.
That was not a few minutes.
Priscilla
He
takes the
doesn't-
glass, and she's much calmer now.
Now that everything went from to okay,
Focused.
cool.
Okay, now I know
That
what I'm
way.
doing. I don't know what
Neat.
I'm doing, but I know where I'm going.
And it's a decent little drive, but you don't exactly leave downtown. It's still in the more densely populated area, but you do pull up to S&G Law. At which point the puka lets you out, gestures, and locks up the limousine, and then opens the door to the law firm and invites you all inside.
ST,
Mm-hmm.
is there something with the ampersand? Since you
Stressed
decided
it.
to use the name of the ampersand symbol instead of just colloquial and...
I will give you full disclosure here.
Mhm.
That was entirely your ST's brain doing a reset and forgetting that you don't need to say it.
You got it. You got it.
So special attention was drawn
Listen,
arbitrarily.
There's face shit that could be like
There-
a gecko in
literally.
disguise. So I'm just like,
I mean, we are dealing with the House of Prophets, okay? So symbols are probably a thing.
The House of Prophets and the house that are Thalane hunters.
Yes.
As you all enter, it's a very well established and very tidy workplace for a law firm. You see a couple people sitting at desks here and there. The puka walks past all of them and goes straight through a back door and then holds it open on the other side and is waving like, come on this way. And make sure that everyone gets in behind him, and then he shuts the door, locks it with an older style key, so you all can tell that this is starting to lean a little more kith. And he leads you to a hallway, turns left, and then the first door on the left, he knocks, and you hear, "Yes, come in." And he opens the door and ushers you all inside, and then shuts it and does not enter himself. You see a very fine dark wood desk with parchments and papers, and sitting on the desk, not the chair, is a lizard. Similar to a leopard sort of patterns, but more brown and cream for the colorings. He is, I actually have the exact name here, a long-nosed leopard lizard. They're very common in Colorado. And the lizard looks up, looks like he was reading something. "Thank you all for coming on such short notice. Please, have a seat." And he nods to the various chairs in front of the desk. And there is enough to see all of you.
Priscilla sits. And Jolly is right beside her.
Jolly's looking at this lizard, and you can't tell if he wants to play with him or
Wait.
fight him.
Fight him. Yeah.
It's both, neither, you're not sure.
I'm going to stand behind the chair.
I suppose you all are wondering why I have gathered you here this evening. You guys know it's not evening. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon by this point, probably.
I mean, if you want me to change my car insurance, you're going to have to give me a better offer than what I got now. And she'll sit down and put her feet up on the desk.
Oh, humor. Just what we needed.
Blair will fake a yawn and be like, yeah, it's very late, way past my bedtime.
Well, thank you for making the time. As you all are aware, I am Lord Vincent.
Sure, because you just said it.
Yes.
Yes.
No idea
correct.
what you were before.
He looks down. What do you mean?
Yeah, lizard talking. Do the math.
Lord Vincent ap Beaumain. Who's to say a chimera can't be a noble?
Okay, sure.
Now, to get the important business out of the way first, I know what you all need to retrieve. £100 of gold. Well, be off with you.
What?
Suck a dick. What you
What?
talking about?
What for?
And as he
No.
says that, a side door opens and a she-man with frosty blue eyes, palish skin, and long black hair steps in. Looks at all of you, looks at the lizard. Nigel, what are you doing? Nothing.
Thinking he's clever.
He's thought that for a while. Please just go to your shelf. All right, fine. And he crawls down the side of the desk, across the floor, up a wall, and you see like one of those tiny beds that they have for like cats and stuff.
Yeah,
but this
there's one
lizard
for
just
the
lays
lizard.
in it,
Mhm.
and he's laying there, not quite pouting, but definitely
Oh, it
like
probably
annoyed.
has like a heating pad under it to warm the
Mhm.
lizard. Yeah.
Yep.
I follow the lizard the whole journey, and the moment it gets into its bed, I just glare.
Just middle finger.
Yeah.
And then-
He was trying to convince us to commit grand larceny.
Oh, so he's being tame this week,
Oh,
and he sits down.
Excellent to know.
Oh, good, because I told him to suck a dick.
He once convinced some to perform grand larceny in a much grander way than I'm sure you were offered.
Do you want me to bring you just a bag of dicks that he can eat?
No,
They sell them.
probably,
They're gummies.
he probably would eat them. That's the problem.
Oh,
What
I
is
see
with
no
you
problem
and
with this.
dicks?
Nothing. It's just it's a form of, fuck off. I could make you some. I could make you some steel ones. Try to make them like a weapon. If you want.
All right.
It's up to
So
you.
what do you need us for?
He specifically looks at you, Priscilla, for a moment. You did see me staring at you, at all of you, during court.
Of course I did.
I was not certain as to why I had to pay attention to you, except that I needed to pay attention to you. The dreaming told me so. I have since realized why there is such an interest, as during that unprecedented wash, I, as many of my house can, received a portent. And I had known for some time to pay attention to certain individuals, and now I know why. And he grabs the parchment that the lizard was reading, Nigel was reading, and holds it up. When power runs rampant throughout the hills, seek out the places intensity builds. Uncover the mysteries the past would see fade, but beware the wrath of the dark Beltane blade. I don't speak to being a master interpreter of prophecy, but I'm certain we all can agree that that first line is very similar, isn't it?
Do all pork ends rhyme?
Poor kids. This isn't
Yeah,
a barbecue.
He double takes for a second, but recovers because he's she. They can do that. Not entirely. It is a vision oftentimes interpreted as through the lens of the dreaming. And we all know how varied that can be.
So can you break it down for all of us that don't have the fucking degree?
Please.
Because I don't understand half that shit, and I didn't feel anything until I got hit with a thing of glamour, which was like, whee! So break this down.
A couple of my associates felt the same and were very much not prepared for what occurred. The very first line, when power runs rampant throughout the hills. I am certain it at least reached the mountains. That amount of glamour.
Oh.
The Rockies?
Indeed.
At
At least the foothills.
You could spit and hit the Rockies from here.
I've tried.
Yes.
It works.
But for that much glamour to be anywhere in the modern day, it goes beyond bizarre. And I wasn't sure why I was supposed to pay attention to you until it happened. You all are the ones who can investigate. I would very much like to hire you to figure out what caused that and what's going on in the city as a result.
I think you got the wrong satyr. I just bake.
Vrevari, Esmeralda, Lady Honeybadger Swift,
Lady.
Yep, I'm a lady.
Oscar Holst, Ace Doran. Those were the names that I heard. I did my best to look them up.
Oh, fucking hell. It's not hard to find me. I'm pretty much everywhere. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm a
If it
fucking lady. I
helps-
can't help it.
If it helps, I will provide some of your payment up front.
Oh, cool.
I find myself to be best as a fair businessman.
Cool. Am I charging you my mechanics rates?
No, I wouldn't pay in autumn money. I'd pay in something valuable.
Oh, pray tell, what is it?
He reaches behind him and sets out a small chest, which he opens, and you will see plastic pirate treasure. 5 gold coins with a stylized, goofy-looking skull and crossbones on it.
Oh, just what I've always wanted.
But I bet it's glowing.
Just a little.
Mhm.
1 piece of dross for each of you as down payment. With 20 more pieces upon completion per person. You all know that dross is what happens when someone puts a glamour into a thing
Mhm.
so that they can store it up and get it back later.
Like I said, it's glowing.
It's oftentimes used as Kithane currency.
Yeah.
Not always. Some people do work in solid cut cash,
Mm-hmm.
but not everyone.
This is a suspicious amount of money.
You could say I'm desperate.
Look at Blair. I know.
I'm good, very good at what I do. I have connections. Thank you very much.
I know that too.
Well, I'm in.
Oh, no, we're all going to be in because I ran across each of you on my path to get here.
That's why I call her Sweet Lips. True.
Does indeed have sweet lips.
I know,
Sweet
right?
Lips.
Shh.
She's an issue. She tells stories. Dear God.
And I dance too. But
See?
Sure.
we will do this. But what else do you know? Your story has holes.
And your
Believe
brace is
me,
deep.
I am also very aware.
Good. Fill us in. And can we start with 5 and then we get actually the still 20 in the beginning or 20 at the end? Because 5, is a little bit more of that's a down payment. So we'll be getting 30 in total. Because if you look at it this way, if you got a troll, an issue, you've got a leprechaun, and then you've got a satyr over here, and I happen to be of House Scathage. Come on, up the ante.
Charisma persuasion, Jenny.
Yeah.
And normally this would be a difficulty 7, but you are a red cap, difficulty 9.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. You flying awfully close to that sun, Icarus.
I know that. Where the fuck is persuasion?
Is it not on the character sheet? Have I borked it?
I think you borked it. I think it is.
Oops.
Hang on. It is expression.
Expression. Okay, that works.
Hey,
as
so
well.
2 dice. That's great.
Ooh,
Heyo.
such strong rolls.
Got one. I got a 9 and a 7.
Unfortunately, not enough in this instance.
That's fucking fair, man. That's fucking fair.
He doesn't grimace or like frown or anything. He just nods and says, despite what we've all just experienced, I still am not made of glamour.
Blair, try.
Work that. Come on.
You can say no since someone already rolled.
No, yes, they can, but the difficulty is naturally higher because one person has failed already.
Right.
And I
So
will
every
only
person
allow...
who tries subsequently after he says, no, I can't do that, means it's harder and harder.
And I will still only allow so many tries before it gets ridiculous.
Yeah.
What did you say? It was manipulation?
Charisma.
Charisma and expression.
Because at least the way that our dear Redcap worded it, it seemed like she was trying to just be very friendly. Unfortunately, she's a Redcap, so it's not always easiest to be friendly.
Does my specialty outgoing count?
Yes.
Oh, GG on that one.
Fucking
your
teamwork.
dice? Yeah, right?
Look at us being helpful with each other.
Oh, and I should say, it would be diff 8 for you. It was diff 9 because her thing increases difficulty by 2 for social situations.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Said with love.
Sure.
Received with love.
So that is 2, unfortunately, and all that
2.
dice.
Wait, 3 successes together?
Dice are,
I got
dice
3
are not liking
successes.
y'all.
I got 3 successes. One of them was a 10, but I also got a 1.
Oh,
Aw, sucking balls, man.
You see him stare at you for a good 30, 45 seconds. And he reaches into a drawer in the desk and then sets out 1 more pirate coin each. I can spare this much extra. So now you all get 2 dross as down payment.
That's better.
And he pushes each individual pile towards each of you. Well, I know that dear Ace has accepted. I'm assuming, Esmeralda, you have as well.
Yes, I'll accept.
what do you want from us? Myself specifically.
You all are not tied to business. You all are, in many ways, not tied to court. I would very much like that as the people investigating, because you can go many, many more places than any of my usual associates. I will not lie to you. This is unprecedented, and I'm worried for the city and everyone in it.
Okay, that's fair. I'm only going because the issue's going.
I don't
And she
really
just
have a choice in this.
She just sniffs the drop.
And literally, I'm just like, I don't have a choice in this. I just appreciate the generosity with the dross. However, I know this has been building and building ever since those red caps went missing.
Which red caps?
And she tells him.
Honey Badger agrees and
I'd heard
collaborates
about
with
them.
Priscilla.
He leans back in his desk chair. Snarl, malice, and fright. I won't say they're not a nuisance, because they are. Do you know roughly when they were last seen?
She tells him. Because she's Ishu. She listens.
2
Honey
weeks.
agrees.
They've been missing for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
The exact amount of time when the buzz started.
Yes, it started, it seems to be the moment they went missing. And it has been building ever since. So what's been going on since? You know, if your house is involved, are you thinking Thelaine are involved?
It is always in one's best interest to take nothing for granted. I will not confirm nor deny one way or the other based on what little circumstantial evidence there is. I would say tread lightly. And if you encounter any of the Dark Ones, please tell me immediately.
Oh, can't I just kill him?
If you are able, then please, by all means.
Fucking health scathage!
Yes, a house that still expresses its limits. The same as mine, the same as House Gwydion.
Yeah, well, I like to kill monsters.
Is anyone in disagreement with doing this?
I have told no one else except for my driver. And I
she
promise
looks
you,
around the group.
I look at Honey.
What? Take a picture?
You're a lady of a house. We
I'm a knight.
have someone from the courts among us.
Yep. Ask me, how often do I go?
She's from stories, a monster hunter.
And really, does anyone want this beautiful visage over in fucking court? Hell no. They don't pay attention to me. They don't do shit with me. And you know what? That's fine. I stay in my fucking place, live in my garage, and do the shit I do best. Either I'm killing shit or fixing a car. Take your pick.
And thank you for the last time you worked on mine. It's
yeah, no
perfect.
worries. Oh, well, good. I was tweaking it. The knocker wanted to try some shit on him, and I told him to fuck off on that.
Thank you.
Oh,
Where's Lord Vincent right now?
He's still sitting at the desk.
He's just watching us as we're
Okay.
debating.
He's just absorbing.
Yeah.
I'm going to step up to the desk and I'm going to put my hand palm up right on the desk in front of him. If we're going to do this, we're going to do this in the old ways.
Yeah, shit.
And he'll stand.
And Priscilla clams up and just pays real close attention.
And his hand folds out very gently with an unpracticed grace. He naturally moves through the world exactly as he needs to. Because fucking Ishu. Because fucking she. Sorry, it's the shish.
Yeah.
The shitty she.
And he lays his hand palm down on top of yours.
My other hand on top of the 2 coins he's giving me.
Uh-huh.
And with a natural rhythm that isn't his, Oscar says, I swear to you, on my name, Radari, given to me at the moment of my chrysalis, I will come back with what you have asked, come death or dishonor.
He does not sneeze. Your storyteller did. Sorry. What a way to kill the mood.
And I close my hand like a handshake around his.
And he follows suit. And everyone can tell that an oath has been sworn because there's a buzz of glamour.
We are bound.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And you may take the benefits that you reap with that being a troll.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo!
And he stays standing, but indicates those who have not taken the coin just yet. Coins, my mistake.
What does the Duke know of this?
He doesn't. And
Why?
if you all would please not. Because I am very suspicious of our dear Duke. Yes, I know saying so is treason, but we are not in court. I feel no reason to hold that back.
With that, Priscilla picks up the coins.
I have slowly started reaching out, seeing who else has a genuine concern for the city, and others should be rallying behind me shortly. But gathering information and people takes time.
I don't know.
It's
You got
much
us
easier.
pretty fast.
That's because I had prep time.
We're special.
Oh, apparently. I want the gold
Incredibly.
star now.
I have skulls. I'm sorry. That's all I can provide.
I was being sarcastic.
As was I.
Okay, good.
Any other final questions? I do not expect you to hop to this. It will take time. It is an investigation.
Priscilla holds up the business card that she has and says, I'll see you when I'm destined to. And she turns and walks out.
And you all
Blair-
can, sorry, you all can tell that he is Arcadian. He is not someone whose facial reincarnates. He just jumped in, as it were. And you can tell because the Arcadian She have unearthly grace and beauty. Autumn She, still impossibly beautiful, graceful, whatever, but their beauty is always a little more grounded. You can tell an Autumn and from an Arcadian if you stand them next to each other. Sometimes hard to tell when they're not together, though.
I love it when a she gets up to unexpected mischief. Picks up the money or the coins and gives a wink at the she and then a wink at Oscar and then follows Priscilla out.
Ancestors help me.
A good place to start may be the residence of that Corby of Redcaps. It's not unknown to people.
Girlie, tell me where my friends live. Again, I'm being facetious.
You
I
have it.
assumed.
Well, out of character, you have an issue. You're always going to know where you need to go.
Oh, I know. I'm just being friends. He's like, go to the Red Cap house. The Red Cap's like, really?
Really? No
Okay.
shit.
How tall is Honey Badger Swift?
She's on the cusp of 5'5". So she's about 5'4 3/4, my height. So yeah.
Yeah. Then the troll visage is just going to pick up your red cap visage and just be like, we're leaving now.
Put my ass down. I still have to get my coins. Fuck you. And I'm a lady.
And just like a child, I'm just going to reach out with her still held, grab your coins. We're leaving. I've had enough of this.
The fuck, old man? Put me the goddamn down.
Eva just skips out.
Jesus Christ, in a handbasket. I didn't ask for this.
And like a bad cat, if you don't take the coins, I'm just going to rub you against the desk until you grab the coins.
No, she's already taken the coins.
Okay.
She wants you to let go.
Yeah.
No, we're leaving.
Even if you didn't take the coins, the Baron would have like reached forward and placed them in your hands. Like, all right, this is enough with this farce. Like, he's not frustrated, but you can tell that he's starting to be like, all right, please get out of my office.
Fuck, man.
Like, he's polite about it, but
Well, she will grab in the back of her pocket and flick her business card, the Badger's Den,
he takes
to
it.
him. God, I'm trying to put me down.
No, we're leaving.
I can walk on my own.
Sure.
Listen here, Blue Balls. I can't help it that you're not letting me leave on my own accord.
And as you two are leaving, you just hear a very not so subtle lizardy British giggle.
Yes, suck it, lizard.
Ta-ta! Pleasure meeting all of you.
Bite me.
Later.
Wow,
And
he's
just like a
fucking
bad cat, just like a bad cat, arms outstretched, just leading her out.
She is wearing weapons. I don't know how, she's a little heavy.
I'm a troll,
She's a stout
he's a
little
troll.
thing.
and I just got an
If it
extra
was
dot of
anyone else,
strength.
I'd say roll, but he is a troll.
Yeah, he
And I
is a
just
troll.
got an extra dot of strength for the oath. You're getting lifted.
He had to lift somebody because he just got that boost in strength.
Look, I know that you're trying to show everyone how strong you are, but you could put me down. We're already down the hall, and I want to go to my.
At the car.
No, I'm a lady. I'm pulling my title. Put me down now.
You would actually, even if she's sarcastic, you would have to acknowledge that as for what it is.
Yep.
I'm the knight of the House of Scathage.
Yeah. And
Set
with
me
all,
on the floor now.
all regality, I put her down.
Thank
right.
you.
And then you get back into the law firm proper, because I doubt you gave that sort of weird ass order in the middle of a crowded office.
No.
And you all make it out successfully.
Mm-hmm.
And the limousine is there, door open, Pitbull standing ready. Anywhere that you all would like me to take you?
I would suggest back to our vehicles.
And he ushers you in. All right. As before, we will leave in just a few minutes. And then he shuts the door, rushes, and quickly gets in and starts driving.
There's never a few minutes.
Puka. Even when they're wrong, they're kinda right.
Broken clock is correct twice a day.
And somehow you knew there was only one bottle of champagne, and yet it's full, corked, and ready. And the glasses are clean too.
Pours everyone another. And like does like a cheers for like good business.
Eva didn't drink the first time, but she does this time.
I didn't drink the first time. I'm not going to drink this time either, but I will clink the glass.
You all see also between two hooves, Jali, the goat, is holding a full glass of champagne by the stem, and then just and then sets it back in the holder very delicately.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
Honey just throws the glass in her mouth and eats
ridiculous.
it.
He has saved me more times than I can count.
And you see the goat like do the like finger snapping thing, but with a hoof, so it doesn't quite translate as well. But he's like, "Mom."
My man, you are not dealing with this well at all, are you?
This is not what I was chosen to do.
Well, suck it up, Buttercup.
And what were you chosen to do?
Oh no, here you go now.
We'll find out.
Ooh.
It's an adventure.
Does anyone else have anything else that they wish to do?
What does the glass taste like?
You know your red cap, you can eat it.
Oh no! I know. I want to know what it tastes like. Where the origin of the glass was, because glass tastes different depending on where it's forged.
God, your storyteller doesn't know how to respond to that.
Is it made of dreaming stuff?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Was it from Ireland or Czech glass?
Very much. It is sand, probably, that was gathered most likely just from around. Just because there's no beaches does not mean there is no sand. But for the most part, just seems like well-made, industrially produced glass.
I've had better glass. He's got to up his hi. Oh, that where it is. He's got to up his quality of crystal.
And yes, you guys did see her like chip a piece of glass off of her glass and just chew, because fucking red caps can do that shit.
Yes,
delicious.
But yeah, is there anything else remaining that you all feel you need to do? Any homes you need to go to? People you want to inform of this? Text, call, whatever?
Not this evening.
Fantastic. And as the limo heads back to the Brown Palace so you all can retrieve your various and sundry vehicles, the wind changes direction, goes up and up, revealing the whole Denver skyline. and up even further than that. And the whole time there is a glow. And it stops just at the state borders. Thank you all for tuning into this session of Changeling the Dreaming. That was way more fun than it had any right to be. And I hope that my cast members enjoyed it as much as I had running it. And
I will go ahead and take us out. All right.
Yeah, please do.
All right. Thank you so much, Maddox, for doing your Storyteller premiere here with us with Changeling the Dreaming. And thank you, viewers, for joining us for this premiere of this new chronicle. Yes, it is going to be a multi-season chronicle, y'all. This first season will be 8 episodes because of timing, because we're running it while Dark Ages is on break. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please join us in our Discord. Maddox here posted a casting call and selected this amazing cast through that casting call. And if you want to play in games with us on stream, whether they are World of Darkness games or other systems that we run, you need to be a member of our Discord community so you can be aware when we post those, because we do a mass tag on those. If you would like to catch this episode, if you only were able to tune in to part, you can catch it here on Twitch in our VODs for up to 60 days. We do not sublock those. They are free for everyone to view, or you can go to our YouTube. And on our YouTube page, you will see that we have so much content, so many games that we have run, literally just about every World of Darkness system, and so many more. And you can check out all of those if you would like. Also, our amazing European GM, Dr. Tiss, has run a D&D 5e campaign that has concluded, and also is currently running Call of Cthulhu 7e on our channel, and all of those are on her channel, Ishvel. Hang on, let me look through. Okay, so trying to see what all my husband has put in. Okay. So merch, yeah, we got studio merch. We don't have anything for Changeling yet. As the story develops, I'm sure we will have some quotable things that we can throw on some merch. But literally check it out. Make sure you are signed in if you go check out our merch, because there are some things tied to like our Vampire Chronicles that are rated for adults to view because they have swear words on them. Hey, it's quotable stuff from our Chicago Chronicle. Camp Wish a Motherfucker Would, Camp Counselor t-shirt. You have to be signed in so they can verify your age to see that and purchase it. And check out our amazing friends who do streaming on their own channels. I'm going to quickly let y'all talk about it. Junie, what you got going on?
Lots of things. Lots and lots. Tonight was here. Tomorrow I'm going over to some Scamps channel for some 7th Sea. And then I am on my the RPG table on Saturday. And we will be back for DC by Night in January. So that's on hold for right now. And then I'm back here next Wednesday. Oh my God, so much more. Okay, there you are.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
So check her out on the RPG table. They run their vampire games on Saturday evenings. You want to check that out. It is a fun romp. And then we have Ravnos Archon here, who played our grumpy damn troll.
I'm a grump. Let me yell at kids on my lawn, goddammit.
Yeah, but now you've got a full cadre of freaking wilders.
Gotta come in with the dad energy.
Oh, you daddy, all right.
Easy, champ.
For Wilders and a grump.
What you got going on?
Hi, everybody. I'm the Ravnos Archon. I have my own channel here on Twitch where I run Vampire the Masquerade on Mondays. I alternate between Werewolf the Wild West and Legend of the Five Rings on Tuesdays. And Thursdays are for 7th Sea and a recently started Old Gods of Appalachia game that I'm excited to bring to a 1909 Abingdon, Virginia slice of life. But on Wednesdays, you can catch me here playing either the lovable scamp of a Lasombra that has never done anything wrong in his life in our Dark Ages campaign, Or in January, you can catch me on Fridays when Shanky takes a stab at his own Old Gods game, which I'm so excited to get into.
Yes, that is coming up next month.
Because I think it's going to be a character that I've never played before, character type, and so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, I think I leaned enough into the grump. We'll see.
It's
we'll see
awesome.
what happens.
I love it. I was laughing my ass off at you.
You picked me up.
I know. It's like, dude, that's a lady. She outranks you.
Everyone except Blair is going to get picked up at some point.
Oh God.
It's funny because Blair's the tiniest.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's true.
That's going to be fun. I can't wait for my character's turn. Okay, because I'm going to plot now. But
And you have a goat that wants to plot too.
I know, right? I love the goat. Brilliant, Maddox with the goat. Fucking brilliant.
Yep.
And I can't wait for more of his personality to shine because I know he was holding back. And Mischievous Red, what do you have going on?
Yeah, so I'm here on Wednesdays, and then I'm part of the Kansas City game here on Fridays. When that's on break, then I'll be part of the Old Gods game on Fridays. I also stream on my own channels on Sundays. Right now, I am writing. I was doing a game, but now I'm going to do a short story. I also am that's my own channel at Mischievous Red. I also am part of Huntsman's Hydra, which is like more of a bloggy side of TTRPGs, where we write and review content.
Awesome.
On different games.
And I hear our resident Twitch cat in the background doing the zoomies on the wheel. I
He's
love
on
it.
the wheel. He's happy.
I love it.
That's what I thought it was.
He's one of our mascots.
I'm blessed. I heard it.
Yes.
I was just like, wait, is someone like throwing cardboard around?
No,
What the fuck?
it's a cat on a cat wheel. It's freaking amazing.
You know, he's running on his wheel.
Okay.
All right. And if you would like to support this amazing cast, bits and donations, they are distributed not to myself as one of the studio heads, but to everyone else at this table. So show your biddies for this amazing cast for this premiere. For real, they deserve it. Oh my God, I was laughing my ass off, and I know all of y'all were too. And if you would like to support the channel itself, you can follow here, subscribe here. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one free subscription a month. You may decide to give that to us. And you can also give us a like and subscribe on YouTube, which is completely free. Make sure if you watch our stuff there that you like and comment on the videos, because it helps push us in the search engines and the algorithms on YouTube. So make sure that you do that to engage with the content, because the more engaging content is, the more it is pushed out in searches there. We really appreciate that. And we also do concurrently live stream to YouTube while this is streaming on Twitch. And you can actually subscribe, basically join, that's their version of subscriptions on YouTube. You can join us and get like some emotes and stuff. And there's also a tier where you can get a 1" by 1" square of the studio carpet. No actual property is being conveyed. It is just a spoof of the, become a Lord of Scotland by owning, a tiny little plot of land. But
About as substantial as a Vegas wedding.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, definitely. And we appreciate your support. Also, we do have a KoFi, a coffee page, if you would like to give us straight donations where Twitch doesn't get to take half. So we appreciate you, love you, and we are so glad that you enjoy our content. But if you care to financially support us in those ways, we appreciate you as well. And literally, coming up over the next week, we have Friday, Kansas City, Domain Divided, our V5 Chronicle. This is the first season, y'all. We've just reached the midway point, just past it, and now we're working our way towards the end of the season. So, yeah, last week, Red's character was MIA. What on earth happened to her? Oh, look at that. We have a hype train. Thank you, y'all, for the biddies and subscriptions and stuff that got us a hype train. Yay! But yeah, so Mischievous Red's character has been MIA as of last week. And she's going to be joining us again on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So we get to find out what the heck happened to her character. You don't want to miss it, because I'm sure my devious husband, who is our ST, has done some sus-ass shit.
Devious.
He is devious. I love him.
Nefarious motherfucker.
He is,
It's the other Gwen.
he is
Gwen's gotta
nefarious and
survive.
devious, and it speaks to my black heart, okay? So check us out at 8 p.m. Eastern for that on Friday. And then Saturday, Tess is not streaming this weekend, so she's on a little break. Hey, she deserves it. She works hard. And she delivers very fun Call of Cthulhu content, but she's taking a little break, and please let her take that. There will be no marathons of Windy City for some time. Basically, we just have a lot going on with multiple streams going a week right now. Let Shanky take the mind break he needs on the weekends, y'all, because for real. But that may mean that we're going to be able to do more Zoom chats in our Discord community. So make sure you're a member of our Discord community if we are able to do more Zoom chats where you just don't need cameras or anything. You can just log in and chat with folks from the community. Yeah. And last but not least, we are very, very strong advocates of folks taking care of their mental well-being. Many of us in this community, myself included, live in spite of, struggle with at times, and at times just try to deal with mental illness. And right now is a rough time. Those with winter seasonal affective disorder, like myself, are struggling to have the energy just to function. If you have any kind of depression or other psychosis things going on during this time, it can be absolutely unbearable. If you are currently in crisis, right now there is a list of organizations who offer crisis support for various forms of crises. You can call or text them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if by chance you are not in the U.S., we have also posted a link for findahelpline.com. That site offers crisis support line information for over 140 countries. You just search your location, and it provides a list of all the resources available to you. Do not think it is bad to need help. Do not think it is a moral failing to need help. Do not think you are weak to need help. It takes courage and strength to recognize that you can't do shit alone and that you need help and then ask for it. That is the beginning of resilience. Please get the help you need. And lastly, take care of your body too, because the mind and the body kind of work together. If this is all fucked up, it's not going to do anything to help this out, and vice versa. If this is all fucked up, it starts to really make this go bad. So literally, make sure you get vaccinated, flu shot, COVID booster. People who went all pandemic not getting infected because they didn't get their boosters timely like they should have, they thought they were good, are now getting COVID. So make sure that you get your boosters if you've been vaxxed before. If you have not been vaxxed, what the fuck is wrong with you? If you're capable, what the fuck is wrong with you? For real, go get vaxxed. Quit this bullshit. God. But because it's still killing people. So please, go get vaxxed. Yeah, and for real, take care of yourself. If you're not feeling well, get checked out. For real. Mentally or physically. Just take care of yourself. And that is said with love, for real. And as holidays are approaching, there are numerous holidays throughout the months of December and January. I hope you have safe and happy ones. Take care. Have a good night, everyone.